Hey friends, Alan Lee here with the Handyman Journey YouTube channel, and I'm excited to have you here. We are starting a brand new series today, and I'm super excited to bring you guys along here. This is my office addition build out episode 1. Super excited. Today we are actually building stairs. This is the first stair stringer that we are building here. We got the first one built. Now we just need to copy that and make 3 more of them. This is quite the stairs that we are building. They're actually 130.5 inches tall, and we are building our new office up there above our original office. So I'll show you guys a little bit more about that later, but we're gonna get these trucks cleared out of this shop here so that we can start laying out our other stringers and get those cut. So let's get to it. All right, now that we got all of the trucks moved out of the shop, we're gonna set up our sawhorses right here. We're gonna lay out our next stair stringer. We're actually gonna lay our existing stringer that we cut a few days ago on top of our new stringers and basically just lay them out like that. But I got a cool little tool that I actually created. Now, this is actually a little jig that I created the other day to help me mark out my stair stringers. And basically what it is, you know, I had to do a whole bunch of calculations. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is my first time ever building stairs, so I'm brand new to it. So I had to do a whole bunch of research, learned a lot about it, how to calculate your rise and your run and things like that. But I created this jig that basically my rise is 7 5/8 and my run is 10 5/8. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then it's got this board on it. This angle doesn't matter at all. I didn't put it on straight. And then basically this, I'll show you guys how this is used here once I set my sawhorses up, but let's get to it. Okay, these boards that we are using, they are 20-foot long boards. So they're pretty long boards. They are 2 by 12 boards. All right guys, I told you about this little jig that I created here, and this makes it super simple. It has your rise and your run right on it. So basically what you do is you just set that on there. Obviously you try and lay out your board where you're going to be cutting out as much knots or as bad stuff as you want. You want to cut that stuff out. You don't really want to leave it. You want to make sure that nothing is in a compromising location as far as cracks or checks or anything like that. And then you just lay out your little jig here, just like that. You would trace it with your pencil. You move to the next spot where that intersects, and you trace that with your pencil as well, and you just keep going. In this particular case, I need 16 rises and runs, or 17 rises and runs actually. And then finishing off the edges, you basically just maneuver it like this and you get a 90-degree cut. So it's actually pretty simple using this jig. I found that was a better way to do it than with a carpenter square, so I opted to go ahead and go with this jig. So it's been pretty cool, but we're gonna grab our existing stringer and throw it on top of here and start laying that out because we already got our first stringer cut. We know that it works, so we're gonna use that as our new template. And again, here is our original stringer going all the way up to the top. Up there is where our new office is gonna be, and down here is where our current office is. All right, another thing that I learned, I guess you could call it the hard way, is I cut this first stringer with our cordless Milwaukee M18, which works great. Love our cordless Milwaukee M18, works really fantastic. But I found that cutting all of these rises and runs out of this stringer really put a tax on that circular saw. So it got really hot, like so much that it was like burning my hand. So cutting 17 of these puppies out, that takes a lot. So what I went ahead and got is I got a corded circular saw, just 7 1/4, 15 amp. I went ahead with the Ryobi just because we don't really use these very often. We used to have a corded circular saw long before I got my cordless stuff, but it actually got stolen when our trailer got stolen about 2 years ago, and we never really replaced one because we don't really use a corded that often. So I went ahead and got this guy, 89 bucks at Home Depot. Good price, so I'm gonna use that to cut these next stringers. Okay, we got our board laid out on here where we want it. So our next step now is we're just gonna trace it out and then give it a cut. The one cool thing that I really like about that new Ryobi saw is it comes with this laser that automatically turns on when you pull the trigger. And it's actually really handy. Comes in big handy, especially when you're cutting at an angle like this. That way you could keep track of where you are and where you're going to be, because that was one problem I was having with the cordless saw, was I would get off a few times and I have to kind of reset and go. And you know, again, this is my first time building stairs, so I'm definitely not a professional when it comes to this, but and I feel like this is a pretty big stair feat, 130.5 inches high for my first time, but you know, I'm up for the challenge. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this top one here as my template. That way I don't get confused with what is what. Alrighty, we got 2 of 4 cut out. Alright, I'd say these are going to work. We got all 4 of them. One of them is kind of bowed a little bit, but we'll put that one in the middle. It's kind of interesting, this board here is actually not as wide as the other boards, so it's a little bit more narrow, so that's why there's kind of, you know, it didn't quite meet at the intersection, which is quite interesting. But we got all 4 of them cut. This is how the bottom looks, and that's where we're going to put a 2x4 right there to hold it into the ground, and then we're going to attach a 2x6 across the top up there, holding them all together. So that's the next step, is attaching all of these stringers. Okay, got my boards laid out. I want them to be, the whole staircase here is going to be 44 inches wide. So got this pre-cut 2x6. I'm going to cut that down to, I'm going to put it 44 inches wide down here. And that's basically what's going to be holding our stairs together here. And I'm going to come back through and I'm going to construction adhesive this, hit it with nails. This really first deal is just to kind of make sure it all fits. That's what I'm most worried about here. Just everything to fit. Okay, what I got here is I got a few pieces of wood installed on my stair stringers to basically see if everything's going to work out correctly. So I've taken measurements, I installed my top ledger board up there, center one, and one at the end. So we're going to go ahead and put it up here and basically see if everything works out. Just got everything tacked together with 3 screws, or 2 screws each, and then we're going to go from there. Now, how are we going to get it up there? Maybe just a little bit at a time. But it could slide out any time. Okay, once we get it high enough, let's set it almost there. Okay, let's set it just like that. Just set it down. I need to scoot back in order to press some more. Okay, is it good there? Yeah. It's wedged. Okay, let me scoot back.
I don't know, I think you're gonna be too top heavy. By the time you get this board out.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, it's up there. It's on the ledge. Okay. Holy crap. Okay, before we get too far in this video, I want to show you guys the upstairs office. It's kind of hard to see here, but I'm going to build a wall right along there, and this is going to be our back wall. And then I'm going to build a front wall right in front of where this desk currently is. And then the other wall will be here. Then I'll have a door that'll lead down to our steps. So that's basically the ultimate project that we're going to be handling in this series. Pretty stoked for it. Alrighty, we got our stairs up. Boy, these were these were a big pain. I think a learning process. We probably should have put up each stringer at a time with joist hangers, but I built the whole thing and then we set it up there, and it was hard. So it is what it is. We got it in place. We got all leveled out. We got 2 screws that tacked it up high. So now I'm going to go ahead and work up there where the stringers are actually attached and get that attached correctly and strongly and whatnot. My plan is to toenail it, and then also I got some Simpson strong ties that will go in with some screws. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to start laying our stringers. I mean, not our stringers, our risers, our treads. You can tell this is my first time building stairs here. And then for the bottom 2x4 that's actually going to be anchored into the ground, I can put that 2x4 in, but I can't anchor that to the ground yet because I don't have my hammer drill. It's out with our technician. So I'm going to do what I can, starting from the top, or attach to the top and then work the stair treads up and go from there. And then then we'll attach it here at the end of the day. And hopefully by the end of the day, we will have some stairs built. And then our the next few episodes will be building out the actual office, which will be fantastic. You guys won't want to miss that. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to it right now. Also, leave me a comment in the comment section below with what your thoughts are on this, what we could have done differently, how I could improve these stairs. You're going to see how I connect them. Any improvements, any ideas you have, feel free to drop them in the comment section below, because like I said, this is my very first time building stairs. So you guys probably know a whole heck of a lot more about it than me. So anyways, let's get to attaching these stairs. All right, I got some hangers here. So these hangers are going to go right there and then right on the other side here. And then I'm going to toenail as well. So there's going to be quite a bit of fasteners for this stair railing here. Alright friends, this is what I got here. This is the top ledger board for my stringers. And then we move all the way down to our stairs. Okay, so these here are going to be our treads. They're going to be 48 inches wide. So as an 8-foot 2x6, I'm going to cut it right in half. And I'm going here for the efficiency cut, so I'm going to cut kind of 4 at once basically. So we'll see how this works out. So one of the main reasons why we are building these stairs and we're actually building an office up above this current office is so that I could talk to you guys more and help you guys more out with your handyman business. That's really the whole focus of this, is our handyman business has really gotten to a point where it's allowed me to focus on other businesses. I've had a consulting business for a long time where I actually do one-on-one consulting, group coaching with a lot of handymen from all around the world, helping them basically create a better handyman business or to get started or to go to the next level. It's various different things, and this new office is going to allow me to do that. So I'm super excited about that. So if you guys want more information about that, go over to handymanjourney.com. Check that out. You guys can schedule a call one-on-one with me, and you can also look at a bunch of our other content and resources there. I would highly recommend that for growing your handyman business. But let's get back to the video. Alrighty, we are all done with these stairs. It's fantastic. It's really kind of interesting. Again, like I said, it's my first time building stairs ever. So it's kind of interesting walking up something, especially this huge flight of stairs. This is about 130.5 inches, so it's a little bit less than 11 feet. But it's kind of crazy walking up something that you built that far. It's kind of nerve-wracking in a sense, but really cool. A few things that we need to add to this, obviously, are some rails, some railing, and then we also want to install a pony wall just on this side of where that fridge is. And that'll kind of support the middle of the stairs because it is a little bit springy as you're going up. I'm going to take you guys up there and we'll check it out. I want to show you guys what the next, where the office is going to be and kind of what that's going to look like. Those will be the following episodes, is basically finishing these stairs, building out the office up there and talking more about that. So stay tuned. If you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel because you're going to not want to miss this content. And also we do a bunch of other content. We try and release about 2 videos a week. Awesome handyman content. You won't want to miss it. So I'm going to take you guys, show you guys these stairs, show you the office here. All right, up here is where our new office is going to be. And basically, for starters here, we're going to be building walls here. There's going to be a door right here at the very top of the stairs, probably about 32 inches wide or so, and that's going to be coming into the office. And then we're going to have a wall here with a nice big window right here, and then basically enclose the rest of it. All right, so the only thing that is weird about this office is this pipe that runs overhead here. This is the sprinkler system for the building that runs down into where our current office is. So that's kind of a bummer, but we're gonna make it happen. I've hit my head a few times on this here, but it is what it is. So this is where my office is gonna be. We're gonna be building a wall in front there. Obviously, like I said, a wall there with a door there, and then a wall on the back here. And basically the whole thought of this is basically we want to get this office area to a place where it can be climate controlled, because in the summertime, as you can think, this shop reaches 120 degrees. So I can't be just sitting here in 120 degree weather coaching people and helping people out with their business. That's not going to work out well. So I'm going to enclose it. I'm going to have a little portable AC unit. I'll have my actual desk up here, filing cabinet, things like that. My employees call this my executive suite, so I'm pretty stoked about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this first episode of Office Edition Build Out. Stay tuned for the second episode here where we start building walls and things like that. It's going to be fantastic, but I would hope that you guys would choose to stick around here at the Handyman Journey and also check it out at handymanjourney.com. We'll catch you guys on the next video and have a fantastic day.